Previously on Wuxiaworld's Teahouse.
You know those videos on YouTube where like people are using the VR headset and they're like wandering around and like someone opens the door and like quietly closes it back. I'm just imagining Chenshu with a VR headgear and he's like crawling on the floor and his mom like opens the door and like, oh dear, and just closes it quietly. And Chenshu's just with his tongue sticking out like a salamander.
Is that what we should be imagining with the fight scenes, or?
No, please do not.
So,
Wait,
I think that's exactly how
I'm ruining this
is.
novel, aren't I?
Savor the moment.
Sip the story.
Welcome to Wuxiaworld's Teahouse. I'm your host, Yojj.
And I'm Tokki.
Okay, someone correct our imagery. What should we be thinking as we're reading fight scenes?
There is a little bit of like Chenju being distracted in the beginning, but once he practices it and gets used to it, he's able to do normal things like homework and such.
Okay.
So when the scene is on the salamander, doesn't really isn't really anything said about what Chenju is doing at the time. Like the focus is almost entirely on the salamander.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. The salamander is like not just a sidekick, he actually is kind of also the main character then.
Yeah, he's kind of almost a character unto himself.
That's cool.
Did that make sense?
It kind of does, yeah.
You know, actually, that detail alone makes me want to read the novel because it's like, how does that work? Like, I'm curious now. Like, the web novels that we know is like it's either the pet and the MC fused together, or like they're like Pokemon type,
Right.
or like the pet would polymorph into a human being and they'd be like companions. But then like shifting so like he let the salamander loose into the wild, and then like he's like linked together mentally and he's controlling it like a avatar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So like my brain is like, how does that work? Like, okay, maybe I'm gonna read the novel out, check it out,
I love how Joash was like, yes.
I think that's what also makes it so different from other novels. Like what you just said, usually it's a companion or like they fuse or like it's literally like a pet. But this one, there are basically like two main characters, and it's literally an avatar, which is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like two different stories, I guess, combined into one.
Mm-hmm.
In that sense, right? Where you have like scenes of like Chenchu's life and like what he's doing in his daily life, like with cultivation and stuff like that. And then you have on the other side, you have like Thunder Fairy, right? Where, or I guess right now for people who don't know, like the salamander, right? Working on his steps and like getting stronger. So they're both trying to get stronger. Like that's the main goal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like different experiences that they go through.
Oh, but I do have a question because we've been talking about the salamander and like the MC and Chenchu and like everyone else. But what about the kaijus? Like, are they like monsters or are they like, the salamander is an actual animal in real world, right? In reality. So like, are the kaijus like, you said there's an ape a while ago. So are the other kaijus like based off of actual animals or are they like hideous monsters?
They are based off of real animals most of the time.
Okay.
They are a fusion. They can be a fusion of two different animals as well, which is kind of cool. They are basically mutated beasts. So the transcendent energy like mutates the animals and makes them like weird, different abilities and things like that. I think Llealy has more to say about this. I think we were talking about it the other day as well.
Okay. So, Lily, anything you want to add? Or do you want to enlighten us, peasants?
Putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are a few monsters that have been mentioned or shown that have come from the mythical world. They're like native to the mythical world. And the very first kaijus that I mentioned in the story originated from the mythical world as well.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the monsters that are encountered in the novel are, like Josh said, regular animals that were mutated by transcendent energy.
Mm-hmm.
And in a way, they kind of have like their own sort of cultivation system.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a proper system and more just certain steps on the path of getting stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But like Joe said, some of the mutations are animals developing features from other animals to create fusions, like manticores. Some cases, it's kind of like reverting evolutionary almost.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what does that mean?
So, like, basically taking on traits of their evolutionary ancestors. So, they're actually like a couple of dinosaurs and
Like the
prehistoric
mammoth, yeah.
reptiles.
Uh-huh.
Like that.
Yo, that sounds cool.
And yeah, that's basically the cultivation path, so to speak, that Thunder Fiery is taking, while Chenchu is working more in the human cultivation system.
Okay. So, which one is like the coolest thing that, I mean, in your opinion, right? Like, which one is the coolest kaiju that you've seen so far in the novel?
I don't know, man. The Rampage Ape is pretty cool, I think.
Rampaging ape?
Yeah, the Rampage Ape is pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot. Like, I don't know if there's like the coolest, but like it's very interesting to see how all these different abilities from these different kaijus play out, like in the battle scenes, because it does like incorporate like there are like a combination, I guess, like Lily was saying, like of animals in the real world, like in our human world, right? At least, and then it's like they have these they use these, they emphasize these abilities, right? These physical abilities they have, and it's really the battle. And so I don't know, for me, like I don't know if there's a coolest or like if I have a favorite type of kaiju, but yeah, I think it's just in general quite interesting to see how it plays out, like these physical abilities they have play out in the in battle and in like Chenchu's world, right? In the world of this novel.
You know, that kind of reminds me of Godzilla. Have you guys seen the
Oh, right.
latest Godzilla movie?
No, I have not actually.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have like epilepsy or something like that, I recommend not watching it because like I don't have epilepsy, okay, but like I almost had like I almost left like halfway. I just closed my eyes halfway the movie because like there was so much lights going on. It was like giving me a migraine.
Odd.
Yeah, it was creepy as fuck, man. I tell you. But yeah, so they got like kaijus there, like based off like animals, but then like kind of they kind of mutated, and it's like Godzilla versus Kong, by the way. So King Kong is there as well. There's like rampaging apes and like ice
Ooh, really?
salamanders. Yeah.
I didn't even realize they had a new one.
Oh yeah, so no, I was gonna say, like, since Tokki's bringing up this Godzilla versus Kong thing, like that battle scene I was talking about with like the Rampage Ape and like Godzilla, Rampage Ape and Thunder Fury. I guess that's how I would imagine. Yeah, that's how I would imagine battle scene. So it's kind of like Godzilla versus Kong. Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah,
it would be kind of like Thunder Fury for battling the Rampage Ape. Because, like, in my mind, the Thunder Fury does look like Godzilla, at least from the description, right? The obvious stuff.
So basically, like you mentioned, like Godzilla versus Kong, right? So I think those who enjoyed watching like Godzilla versus Kong or like King Kong in general, they would probably like this too. Like,
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of an equal focus on both Chenshu and Thunder Fiery, so it's kind of a something for everyone deal almost.
Yeah, so it's like, that's what I was saying. It's like almost like you'll find like different, I guess, semblance of maybe other novels or other like films, animes, within this novel.
All right. Yojj, should we proceed on to our next segment?
Yeah, let's move on to our Would You Rather section. So this Would You Rather question was left by Open Bookworm from the DR team.
Oh, just as I'll just do a simple one. Hopefully, this won't prompt any questions. So, like, would you rather go 100 years to the past without anything? So, like, without any technology, like, or just invented foreknowledge, or would you rather go 1,000 into the past, but with any piece of technology that you desire?
You guys all heard that, right?
So it's
Yes.
100 years into the past without any current technology, or
Right, nothing. Or 1,000 years into the
1,000
past
years.
with technology.
Okay. I'll have to go to 1,000 years with the technology. Because
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
Yeah.
if you're going to the
What-
past anyway, with your
Uh-huh.
whole point that you're bringing your technology and things like that to the past to be of
Mhm.
use. If you're going to 100 years without technology, then you're just a normal person there.
So
But if
what
you're
technology are you gonna bring, Joash?
Sorry.
What technology are you gonna bring?
Well, I'll probably bring my phone first.
Oh, why?
And,
Because uh-huh.
and I don't know, bring like lots of cool things that they didn't have 1,000 years back. Like
Oh, you're only allowed to like bring one thing, like.
one thing.
Mhm.
I'll probably bring like a gun or something since they always have wars back then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Out of
So you're gonna,
everything, not this.
Uh-huh. He's a witch. Get him.
Yeah, I'll probably be like a war hero or something, you know?
Okay.
You know, you're gonna change history. You know, like you know how they like used to burn people on the stake for being a witch.
Yep.
Yeah. They're probably gonna burn you.
It's okay, Joash. You can just shoot them all.
Yep, that's what I do. Until I run out of bullets.
Okay. Pick your target, Joash. Like, you want Salps or Llealy to go next?
Alright, Salps, go for it.
I would probably bring. See, I'd probably just bring my phone.
I love how
Yeah.
the 100-year wasn't even like an option. You just go like, what am I gonna bring?
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if anyone would go 100 years without technology. Like right now, because I've been using technology, right? Like my entire life. I just can't live without it. So I think I want to bring something that would help me make money and make me really rich, like 1,000 years ago.
Mhm.
I feel like maybe the phone would be a good thing. Like I could become a photographer or something, right? And
Mhm.
people probably would think it's magic or dark magic or something like that. But yeah, I'd probably just, I mean, I'd risk it and yeah, be a photographer 1,000 years into the past and then make money off of that. Maybe like take pictures for the royal family or something.
Mhm. How about you, Llealy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would probably have to do the 1,000 years as well. Immediate first thing that comes to mind is like my phone or a tablet with information about the time period downloaded into it,
Mhm.
and hopefully something like a solar powered battery charger,
Oh, that's smart.
if possible, because like the year 1024 isn't really going to have electricity, you know.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
smart.
Wait, do we get to go back 100 years with like her knowledge or like no knowledge?
Yeah,
at all?
you do. You do.
Oh, then I could just go back and like buy some stock or something. That's
Yeah,
gonna
I was thinking, I was like looking at like
Yeah, that would
100
be
years
good
back.
too.
That's still like 1920s. That's not that far off. I don't know
Do
why
you,
I
do you
wasn't
know?
thinking
Do you know
1920s.
what happened during the 1920s?
What happened in the 1920s?
The Great
Great
Depression.
Depression.
Yeah.
No, I was like the
Bread
Great
was the price
Gatsby.
of gold. You're gonna starve to death.
The Great Gatsby. History is not my forte.
So how about you, Yojj? What are you gonna choose?
I will go back into the 1920s. It says the Central Library opened in downtown Los Angeles.
Okay. That sounds
You're
like
going back
something you do.
You go back 100 years to read.
I mean, look at the field of work we're doing right now. We're in the pub, we're in the whole web novel thing, so gotta go back and read. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
completely
God.
fair.
Hmm. Yeah.
What about you, Tokki? Last time you were talking about
I'm
you
gonna
really
go back like
go in the
100
arch.
years. I'm gonna go back like 100 years.
Just 100? What
Yeah.
about why?
Oh, cause I'm gonna go back 100 years, and I'm the one that's gonna form North Korea, and I'm gonna make everyone get the same hairstyle as me.
Our reasons are always so very different. Love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna make everyone like do the parade in front of me, like, and clap like NPCs.
We're gonna get canceled. Moving to our next would you rather question, please, and thank you. Let us move on to Momo's would you rather question from again the DR team.
All right. Suppose you had a second chance to redo things, but the thing is, would you be born and as the opposite gender but enjoy the perks of being the young master or young lady? So basically, have everything easy, or would you prefer your preferred gender but have a life full of struggles?
You guys all heard that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like, would you prefer to be the opposite gender, or
And
would
have
you
a life easy.
wait? Would you,
Or
okay, and
your current
okay, keep
gender
the gender.
and kind of, your prefer. So basically, you could redo things. Would you be born as the opposite gender but have the perks of a young master or lady, basically having everything easy? Or your preferred gender but have a life full of struggles? So like your current gender but have a life full of struggles.
Lily, go first.
I actually don't really have a preferred gender. So I think it would be pretty interesting to see what life is like in the other body, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think for me, I would also pick. I wouldn't want to live a life of struggle, so I just pick the other gender,
Right?
and then yeah, why not? And live like as a king or something. That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, I think it's pretty. This one's pretty easy. I think.
Yeah,
We
I told
definitely
Momo that it
have
was
to-
way too simple. I was like, everyone would pick the easy life. I want to be the opposite gender. It seems life would be great and easy. I want
Yeah.
that. Toki, have you changed your mind, or is it still the same answer for you?
I'm gonna like exercise my right to remain silent and not get canceled. You know what I mean, right, Joash?
Alrighty then. Okay, we're not gonna give Toki a chance to get us canceled. Do you guys have a would you rather question?
I did have one, but it's like specific to this novel because I thought it was something
that
we would be
works.
asking each other.
Yeah. We could do that too.
Yeah, I didn't realize these questions were for the next group.
We're passing it on, but that's okay. We can make it work.
All right. So, if you were to be transported into the world of Mythical Era, and assuming that you keep your current intelligence, would you rather be a human cultivator or a mutated beast?
Ooh, that's
That's
good.
See,
good.
one problem I have with that question is you added the part where you have your current intelligence, and I'm not very confident in my current intelligence. Can I get some buff, I'm not asking for much, just a tiny little buff to my intelligence. All right, so should we call it a day?
I think we can. Let's wrap things up. Do you guys have any last words you'd like to tell your readers?
That sounds so bad. Any last words?
Am I dying?
Any last words?
Last words. Hopefully it's not my last words, but I just hope the readers have a good time reading this as much as I had a good time translating it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Hope you guys I mean, like, I think what's interesting is like all the little bits, like, and I keep mentioning like little bits of different films or like animes or other books that you find in this novel. So I think, yeah, I hope they enjoy reading it, and I hope they like find things like that within the novel.
And also just want to give some credit to Llealy as well. I think because I've worked with different editors before, and Llealy's one of the hardest working editors that I've worked with. I'm just going to give some credit to Llealy as well.
Whoa, go Lily!
Agreed. Cannot live without Llealy. I don't think a novel would be as good without Llealy.
Oh, you're making me blush.
Oh God.
My last words is thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
It was
Thank
fun
you
being here.
guys.
Thanks for having us.
All right.
All right.
Thank
Bye.
you for everything.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on Wuxiaworld's Teahouse. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit the follow button to stay updated with our latest releases. If you want more tea, hop over to our social media or Discord, or send us an email if you want to spill tea. We'll be back every first and third Friday of the month. Check out our website, wuxiaworld.com. See you in the next episode. Bye!